Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together for the promoter, Mrs. Karen Huckle, the principal referee, Mrs. Sheila McKenzie, and field of play manager, Mr. Brian Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome onto poolside, led by the president of Hertfordshire ASA, Mr. Ian Bays, your officials.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, oh, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I broke, well, I know
Ladies and gentlemen, your officials. And your announcer and commentator for this session is Mr. Grant Shivers.
Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome back to the poolside. Officials, if you'd like to take your positions, please, and then we'll start the relay session. Fantastic session coming up, I'm sure. We've got the medley relays for the boys and the girls and the boys, and then the freestyle relays. So fast and furious for the next few hours as we get lots of 50-metre sprints in the various strokes across the pool. So it should be great fun. We'll do a test start in a moment or two, and then we'll be underway. Each team or each event heat, as we bring the swimmers out, we'll introduce team by team. We'll do lane 8, lane 7, lane 6, and so on down to lane 1. As always, if you're here at the venue, lane 8, closest to the spectator area. Lane 1, furthest away, nearest the scoreboard side, and the lanes are on the blocks at the start and the finish. Welcome to all those in the cafe. I know it's very full here today, so hopefully you can see and hear okay in the cafe. And for all of those watching online, whether that's now or watching later on, we welcome you too. So as is the way of computers, just when you need them, they decide to stop working. We're just rebooting the timing system. Once we've done that, we'll do another test start, and then we'll be up and running.
Moonlit winds reflect the stars that guide me toward salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melody. He turned to me as if to say, "Hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that a hundred men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. It's gonna take some time to do the things we never had." Wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that a hundred men.
So welcome once again. This is event 603, the 10 to 13-year-olds 200 medley relay. In lane 7, Cheshunt. Lane 6, Verulam B. Lane 5, Hemel Hempstead B. Lane 4, Verulam A. Lane 3, Hertfordshire B. And lane 2, Hoddesdon B. Referee. First relay race underway, then the medley relay, 4x50, 2 back, 2 breast, 2 fly and 2 front crawl. So early advantage to lane 4. Seed times lane 4, always going to be quickest, but I guess with the relays, times are slightly, well, so it's me. I don't know how they've been gotten actually, but they could be different to what we're seeing. It can change around, but it's very close as the 2 swimmers in lane 4 and 3 pass over to their breaststroke swimmers. Lane 4 turning first, Verulam, and then Hertfordshire B, and they're in the lead as they go up towards the turn end. Emily Pickard of Cheshunt not too far behind. Turning back down towards the start end, Cheshunt taking an advantage now. Simran Misser of Cheshunt in lane 7, Moving ahead to the rest of the field. Coming in, it's her. Then we've got Verulam and Harpenden B as Chestnut hand over to the fly swimmer. That's Charlotte Williams. Charlotte Williams into the water first. Then we've got Verulam and then Harpenden. Chestnut still in the lead. Lane 7 as they turn. Charlotte Williams then coming back down towards the start end for Chestnut. Just over half a length of fly to go. Not far behind her. Verulam in lane 4. And then we've got Harpenden in lane 3. Underneath the flags, Verulam beginning to catch Chestnut up. Chestnut just holding on to advantage. It's the best part of a metre or so. Their final swimmer goes in. That's Victoria Townsend for Chestnut against Verulam's Rosie Hadfield. And Rosie Hadfield moving into the lead now in lane 4 as she goes down towards the turn end. Hadfield turns for Verulam. She's about a metre or so in front of Victoria Townsend coming back down towards the start end. Lane 3 in third place, that's Harpenden B, so it's close for third between Harpenden and Verulam B. But just coming down to finish our first heat, it's Verulam. Rosie Hadfield taking the win on the anchor leg there for the team. Chestnut in second place. And third place goes to Harpenden B. The winning time, 2:33.05. This is heat 2, and the swimmers are in lane 8, Bishop Stortford. Lane 7, Potters Bar B. Lane 6, Watford B. Lane 5, Harpenden A. Lane 4, Potters Bar A. Lane 3, Tring. Lane 2, Hemel Hempstead A. And lane 1, Stevenage. Referee. Second heat underway then of our first event. Good start for Chloe Longhurst of Stevenage in lane 1 with the black hat as she goes up towards the turn end. Halfway through the backstroke she turns first, and then it's lane 7 Potters Bar B. It's lane 6 Watford B in second place, and Watford B beginning to extend a lead now. Long way ahead of the rest of the field. Watford B ahead of Stevenage. As they come down, 50 metres to go, hand over to their breaststroke swimmer. Watford first, Stevenage second, and Harpenden third. Into the breaststroke then. Watford holding on to that advantage as they go up. Watford swimmer Evie Brown, underwater transition phase for her as she moves that down towards the start end. It's Stephen is still in. No, they were in second place. It's now in the centre of the pool. Potters Bar A moving up into second place. So a good strong swim here for Daniel Shepherdson of the Potters Bar, the breaststroke. Meanwhile, Watford hand over to Sophia Pecky for the fly leg. It's very close, 3 or 4 lanes vying for contention here. Just Potters Bar in second place as they start the fly. Back down towards the start then. Watford in the lead, second place, Potters Bar. Third place and catching them, Harpenden in lane 5. A good strong swim here for Sophia Pecky of Watford. Hands over to Isabel Stairs for the final 50 metres, the freestyle part. And it's close in the centre of the pool between Potters Bar A and Harpenden A. Emily Dunn versus Florence Crowley as they move down towards the turn end. Watford B a long way in the lead. Very good race here for second and third. Harpenden versus Potters Bar. Meanwhile, Watford coming down to complete this heat, taking the win very convincingly. Their time 2:20.61. It's a good race between the other two teams. Harpenden just ahead of Potters Bar, 2:26.27 against a 2:26.52, so 3/10 or so. And then the rest of the teams come in: Tring, Stevenage, Potters Bar, Hemel Hempstead, and then Bishop Stortford.
Thank you, swimmers. Please face the scoreboard side.
Can you clear the pool to sides, please, swimmers? Can I ask the people at the top of the spectator area not to stand in front of the scoreboard, please? Thank you very much. A disqualification, event 603, heat 1, lane 7 and lane 3, both disqualified for a technical infringement. This is heat 3, referee. In lane 8, Costa. Lane 7, Hatfield B. Lane 6, Berkhamsted. Lane 5, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 4, Hatfield A. Lane 3, Costa A. Lane 2, Hoddesdon A. And lane 1, Watford A. Referee. Final heat underway, 2:20.61, the winning time for heat 2. And these swimmers disappear down towards the turn end. It's lane 3, Amelia Dunwoody of Costa A in the lead. As she goes into the turn, she turns just ahead of lane 6, Ella Nykamp for Berkhamsted. It's those two vying for the lead as they come back down towards the start end. Coming out of the transition very well, Isabella Useley for Hatfield in lane 4, but it's Amelia Dunwoody. Costa in the lead at the moment, almost a body length ahead of Berkhamsted as they hand over to their breaststroke swimmer. So Costa in the lead, 32.58. beginning to compress up slightly. Costa in the lead. Katie Lane for Costa, being tracked down by Georgia Pritchard of Hatfield in lane 4, and then just behind both of them it's Tamsin Moren of Berkhamsted in lane 6. Almost to the line, those three teams. Costa, Hatfield, Berkhamsted. Hatfield just beginning to move to the 4. That's Hatfield A. Georgia Pritchard, as she comes underneath the flag, she's the best part of half a metre to a metre ahead of Costa, and then Berkhamsted, and they hand over to their fly swimmers. Valeria Giron for Hatfield in the lead. It's pretty close here between Lucy Coyle-Bell of Costa, Lydia Wisely of Berkhamsted, vying for second and third. Meanwhile, Valeria Giron for Hatfield coming back down, half a length to go. Looking nice and strong and controlled on the fly here. Costa just beginning to move ahead of Berkhamsted. Valeria Giron then hands over to the final anchor leg. That's Isabella Murtagh of Hatfield. They go into the water. They're halfway down the leg. Some of the other teams just doing their transition. Keris Toland of Costa in second place, and now up into third place is Hoddesdon's Lily Roger in lane 2, as they put Berkhamsted, Abigail Briers, back into fourth place. Almost finished then. It's Isabella Murtagh, Hatfield A. She was aiming for a 2:20.61, going to be massively underneath that. And she takes the win. Her time 2:13.07, or their time, technically speaking. Costa A come in second place, 2:19.19, and then third place, very tight indeed, just goes to Berkhamsted. And the time for them was 2:21.18. So the last two teams coming in, Watford A and then Costa B, to complete this event.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the scoreboard side. Scoreboard side.
So whilst the swimmers clear the pool, a disqualification, event 603, heat 2, lane 8, disqualified for a technical infringement. Our next event then, the boys, 10 to 13-year-old, 200 medley relay. And that will be event 604. So we have a slight technical issue. Whilst we deal with that, we'll have a little bit of music. It does give me an opportunity actually to thank some people. So it takes an awful lot of effort to get these championships running. I know we've got a slight hitch now, but They've run by and by pretty smoothly, even managing to cope with fire evacuations last weekend. So maybe you'll show your appreciation to some people when I've read them all out. So of course all our officials on poolside, our referees do a fantastic job, all volunteers of course. Then we've got all the volunteers themselves, some of which you'll see on poolside, some of which are hiding behind the curtains. Special thanks to Brian Thompson, swimming manager, and Karen Huckle, the promoter, who have put the event together, albeit with a lot of support from other people. And then some people you don't see, but they make a huge difference to the ability for us to run this event. We have the pool staff here at the venue who look after us very well. 3 Strands Media, who provide the cameras, the camera work. Mosaic FX, supplying the lighting, the pool dressing, and some of the technical infrastructure behind the scenes. I'll tweet a picture later, but some of that technical infrastructure includes a kettle and a fridge. And then finally to our friends at After Dark who provide the PA system and all the music. So perhaps you just give them a huge round of appreciation and then we'll start again. So we now commence event 604. This is heat 1. In lane 6, Hoddesdon. Lane 5, Hemel Hempstead. Lane 4, Verulam. Lane 3, Bishop Stortford. Lane 2, Cheshunt. Referee. First of our 3 heats then in event 604 underway. Very early lead to Cheshunt. That's Maximilian Coltman leading them out for the backstroke. And then the other end of the pool, we've got Harrison Oddie of Hoddesdon. And those two are vying for the lead as they go into the turn. Maximilian Coltman, Cheshunt in the lead. Changing around a little bit now, Bishop Stortford and Verulam in lanes 2 and 3 moving up on Cheshunt. So it's pretty tight as they come towards the flags. Cheshunt in the lead, just over 5 metres to go. Cheshunt, Bishop Stortford, Verulam, Hoddesdon and Hemel Hempstead. And Cheshunt hand over to their second swimmer, Rohan Misa. Second place at the handover there, Bishop Stortford. Third place to Verulam. Rohan Misa looking strong on the breaststroke for Cheshunt. In second place now, Verulam, and then Bishop Stortford in third. The other 2 teams just a little bit behind them as they all move up, or the last 4 teams move up to the halfway point of the breaststroke. Cheshunt coming back down towards the start end, half a length to go. Cheshunt with the advantage. Verulam in second place, that's Reese Dixon of Verulam. And then Bishop Stortford in third. Cheshunt handover, their fly swimmer, Jake Evans, underway. Long way ahead of the rest of the field, 122.38 against a 123. Looked further than that. Oh, Verulam sneaked up there. I didn't see them. So Verulam in second place, looking to see if they can catch Cheshunt up as they come back down towards the start end. And then in third place is Bishop Stortford, back at the front. Cheshunt versus Verulam. Cheshunt have the advantage. It's been swallowed up stroke by stroke. Cheshunt coming in, last stroke or so, they hand over. So that's Igor Modeja for Cheshunt and Figel Barry to a 50-metre sprint race between them, and it looks like Cheshunt have the making of this one as they start to open up a lead. as they go into the turn. Cheshunt then with 25 metres to go. Nice advantage over Verulam. And then in the middle of the pool in third place we have Bishop Stortford, then Hemel Hempstead and Hoddesdon. Back at the front, Cheshunt hanging on to that lead underneath the flags. Few strokes to go. Cheshunt come in, take the win. Verulam in second place. And we look back up the pool to see who's going to be third. At the moment it is Bishop Stortford. Hemel Hempstead catching them up, but Bishop Stortford have enough of a lead, I would think, to maintain that as they come underneath the flags. 2 or 3 strokes to go. Bishop Stortford second, then Hemel Hempstead, and then Hoddesdon come in to complete that heat. The winning time, 2:31.58.
Thank you, swimmers. Please leave the pool by the scoreboard side.
Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please, swimmers. Thank you. Heat 2, and the teams are in lane 8, Bushy. Lane 7, Harpenden. Lane 6, Stevenage. Lane 5, Watford. Lane 4, Hatfield. Lane 3, Hemel Hempstead. Lane 2, Berkhamsted. And lane 1, Tring. Referee.
Take your mark.
Second heat underway. Not much to choose between them at the moment. Slight advantage to Hatfield B and Hemel Hempstead A in the middle of the pool. I'll leave the A's and the B's out unless we have one club with 2 teams in the same heat. They go into the turn. It's Hatfield just in the lead in lane 4. Hatfield and Watford in 5, Hemel Hempstead in 3. Those 3 teams pretty much in a line, little to choose between them. Not too far behind them, Bushy and Harpenden in 8 and 7. As they come up towards the line, it's Watford with a slight advantage. They hand over to their second swimmers. Watford they were just in second place, 38.00 for Hatfield as they went into the transition first, but Watford breaststroke swimmer just beginning to move away from the rest of the field. Bushy swimmer in lane 8, also swimming well as they go up towards the turn end. It's Watford with the lead. Back out of the underwater phase, Watford in the lead. Second place, Hatfield in lane 4. Then we've got Stevenage in lane 6. Those are the first, second and third teams. As Watford come underneath the flags. Couple of strokes, hands over to the fly swimmer. So Watford in the lead. Stevenage second and Hatfield third. Watford's Theo Lim leading the field out, being caught by Max Hill of Stevenage. Those guys have both had good meets over the last few weeks, or the last couple of weekends. And it's Max Hill just moving forward now as they come down. Half a length of fly to go. Max Hill in the lead. Theo Lim, second place for Watford. Stevenage versus Watford. Hatfield coming back on them in lane 4. Stevenage just going to touch ever so slightly ahead. Stevenage go first. Hatfield have nice reactions off the block into second place. And Watford in between them in third. Those 3 teams somewhat out of the lead. Watford drifting back a little bit. Stevenage swimming well here. Stevenage versus Hatfield as go up towards the final turn. Stevenage turn first. Hatfield marginally behind. Then it's Watford catching them. is Hemel Hempstead in 3, coming back down towards the start end. Hatfield coming forward. Hatfield versus Stevenage. Stevenage, no, Hatfield have the advantage. Just a few strokes. Stevenage come in then, 2 or 3 strokes. They take the win. Their time 2:26.08. Second place goes to Stevenage and third place goes to Watford. So the winning time 2:26.08. A little bit slower than the first heat, so the first heat time still stands. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please, swimmers. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. This is heat 3 then in lane 8, Potter's Bar. Lane 7, Costa. Lane 6, Potter's Bar. Lane 5, Bishop Stortford. Lane 4, Hatfield. Lane 3, Watford. Lane 2, Costa A. Lane 1, Harpenden. Referee. Third heat underway, 2:23.58, the time to look for. That was the fastest time in the first heat. It's Hatfield A with a slight advantage in lane 4 from Costa A in lane 2 as they go into the turn, halfway through the backstroke. All the swimmers under the water, momentary silence. Coming up out of the transition phase, so Costa A in lane 2 in the lead, them and Hatfield A in lane 4 as they come underneath the flags between them. Watford A, not too much to choose between them. Hatfield with a slight advantage from Costa, Watford in third place. Hand over to their breaststroke swimmers. Who's going to be up at the transition first? It's Costa A in the lead. Then Watford A, then Hatfield A coming back on them. Strong swim for Potter's Bar in lane 6. Good swimming here for the Potter's Bar swimmer. That's Alexander Mason. Joshua Heeson, rather. Coming back down towards the start end, just moving into the lead. Watford A in lane 3, Watford A, then it's Costa and Hatfield. Potter's Bar in lane 6 just beginning to move up towards contending for third place, but they're not quite there yet. Watford hand over first, then Costa, then Hatfield into their fly swimmers. Potter's Bar going in fourth, a little bit of a gap then to the rest of the swimmers. And it's changing around at the front. Hatfield having a good strong fly leg here. That's Peter Saweska. So Peter Saweska for Hatfield coming out of the fly transition ahead of Alistair Walgrove of Costa and also Daniel Ord of Watford. So Hatfield, Watford, Costa, the order as they hand over to their anchor leg. Hatfield go in, then Watford, then Costa. Watford and Costa vying for second and third. Hatfield in the lead at the moment. Their anchor man or swimmer is Joel Peterson. Joel Peterson is just being caught by Costa and Watford. So Hatfield just in the lead. Watford coming back on. It's pretty tight here. Hatfield, Watford and Costa. Costa and Hatfield just moving away from Watford now as they come underneath the flags. It's going to be on the touch. Costa look like they're going to take this one. Costa just touch out first. 2:14.28. That's the fastest time. 2:14.37, just a tenth behind Hatfield, and then Watford in third. 2:14.65. Fourth place, Potters Bar A. Fifth place goes to Costa B. Sixth, Harpenden A. 7 goes to Potters Bar B. And eighth place to Bishop Stortford A. Thank you, swimmers. Can you clear the pool to the scoreboard side, please? Clear the pool to the scoreboard side, please. A disqualification, event 604, heat 1, lane 3, disqualified for a technical infringement. Event 605, the junior 200 metre medley relay in lane 8, Cheshunt. Lane 7, Hoddesdon B. Lane 6, Royston. Lane 5, Hemel Hempstead B. Lane 4, Tring. Lane 3, Stevenage. Lane 2, Bushing. And lane 1, Potters Bar B. Referee.
Thank you, Mark.
This is heat 1 of 3. Tring having a good start. Fast reactions off the block up into second place, but it's Bushy in lane 2 have the advantage with the yellow hat. And then the other end of the pool, Hoddesdon B in lane 7. It's those three teams going into the turn first. Hoddesdon B just ahead of Bushy, lane 7 ahead of lane 8. In between them, it's Tring in lane 4. So those are the top three coming back well. Royston in lane 6. Royston's backstroke swimmer, Anna Crossley. Hoddesdon B with a slight advantage. Hoddesdon, then Royston, then Tring, 1, 2 and 3 as they go into the second leg, the breaststroke leg, and it's Tring with the advantage now in the middle of the pool. Tring in lane 4, Mia Bursma in the lead. Then we've got Hoddesdon B and Royston in second and third place. Hoddesdon swimmer, Bella Parkus. Royston's Rachel Alban. Tring just holding on to this as they come down. She's got half a length of breaststroke to go. Tring just ahead of Hoddesdon and Royston, and Cheshunt coming back strongly. That's Cheshunt in lane 8. So Cheshunt moving up into second place as Tring hand over to their fly swimmer. Cheshunt, Hoddesdon, Royston, then Stevenage as they halfway down the pool almost for the fly leg. Tring looking strong, not losing any distance at all. Tring into the wall first, second Hoddesdon B, then Cheshunt, then Royston. Close across lane 6, 7 and 8 for second, third and fourth, but Tring in the lead. Good 5 metre, 6 metre advantage. That should be enough to carry them through in the first heat. Tring hand over to their front crawl swimmer. Stevenage coming back very strongly indeed there, so Stevenage and Hoddesdon touching pretty much at the same time. Royston not out of it yet for at least third place, but Tring looking very strong in the middle of the pool. They turn first in lane 4, back down towards the start end. Tring in the lead. Stevenage, Royston and Hoddesdon vying for second, third and fourth, with Hoddesdon winning that battle at the moment, but coming down with a few metres to go. A very strong and convincing win there for Tring. It's tight for the next places. Royston take it nicely, and then Hoddesdon in third place. The winning time for Tring, 2:19.46. And the last couple of teams coming in. in order to complete the first heat, and the final team in that opening heat is Potters Bar 237.08. So clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. Disqualification, event 604, heat 3, lane 5, disqualified for a technical infringement. This is heat 2 in lane 8, Verulam B. Lane 7, Berkhamsted. Lane 6, Watford B. Lane 5, Harpenden A. Lane 4, Potters Bar A. Lane 3, Hemel Hempstead A. Lane 2, Costa B. And lane 1, Bishop Stortford B. Referee. Second heat underway. Hemel Hempstead Blue Hats in lane 3, early lead as they go up underneath the flags. Couple of strokes, they'll initiate the turn. She does indeed. Turns off the wall, but Berkhamsted in lane 7 coming back well on them. So Berkhamsted versus Hemel Hempstead, then Potters Bar in lane 4. So not too much to choose between them. Potters Bar, Berkhamsted and Hemel Hempstead. And it's Potters Bar, whenever such a slight advantage, lane 4. They just go off the blocks first. Who's going to be up first or furthest away? And a very nice underwater phase there for Berkhamsted. So Berkhamsted in the lead, Hemel Hempstead second. Potters Bar in third. Costa B in lane 2, looking to be strong on the breaststroke. Berkhamsted, they're going to the turn first. Then it is Hemel Hempstead in lane 3. So lane 7 leads lane 3 at the moment. And then it's Potters Bar in lane 4 in third place. Coming back on both of them, Harpenden A in lanes 5. Berkhamsted, though, having a good fly leg here. Back to hand over to the breaststroke leg, handing over to the fly swimmer. And it's Berkhamsted in the lead on the fly leg. Then next it's Harpenden, then Hemel Hempstead and Potters Bar, and then Costa B. Berkhamsted, though, with a strong lead. Berkhamsted's swimmer is Abigail Hewson. She comes down towards the start end. She's beginning to open up the advantage. It's almost a body length. There's not too much to choose them. Berkhamsted, Potters Bar, and then Hemel Hempstead. That's 1, 2 and 3 as they go into the final handover. Berkhamsted then transition first, but it looks like the middle lanes are getting the faster acceleration off the wall. In particular, Potters Bar in lane 4. That's Justine Sansom. So Potters Bar and Hemel Hempstead vying for the lead now. And then in Harpenden A in lane 5. Berkhamsted's challenge just fading a bit as Hemel Hempstead come back down. Hemel Hempstead in the lead. Hemel Hempstead versus Potters Bar. Hemel have got a body length, half a body length advantage. They take the win. Potters Bar is close for the next position, but third just goes to Watford. The winning time, 2:14.05. So I think the lane 4 time not come up, so we just need to check that. So just need to check that because I think Potters Bar were first, but all these results, of course, subject to the referee's decisions. If you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. Heat 3 in lane 8, Verulam A. In lane 7, Hitchin. Lane 6, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 5, Watford A. Lane 4, Hatfield A. Lane 5, Hatfield B. Lane 2, Hoddesdon. And in lane 1, Costa A. Referee.
Take your marks.
Lanes 2 and 8, Hoddesdon A and Verulam A vying for the lead here. Hoddesdon coming off the wall in the lead, but they're being caught now by the rest of the teams. Lanes in the centre of the pool begin to come back on them. Hoddesdon A then come in to the first transition first. It's very close across the middle of the pool. Nothing really much to choose between them, but it was Watford, according to the timing pads, at least triggered at the start of the transition first. It's very close indeed on the breaststroke here. So the centre lane's almost in a line here. Costa A in lane 1, just in second place. It's Hatfield A in lane 4 with the advantage at the moment. Hatfield, and then coming off the wall well, Hatfield in the lead, then lane 5, Watford A in second place, Hatfield B in third, and then Costa A in lane 1 in fourth place. Hatfield A then coming up, hand over to their third swimmer, the fly legs underway. Hatfield A, Hatfield B, and then it's between Costa A and Watford A for the next positions. Hatfield A then leading Watford A. Hatfield B in third place. Costa A in fourth. Hatfield A, they're a long way in the lead. Good advantage here. They hand over, then Watford, then Hatfield B, then Costa, Hoddesdon, Bishop Stortford A, Hitchin and Verulam. One length then left for Hatfield A, their anchor leg. Jessica Woodward, she's got half a length to go, a long way in the lead. Hatfield A in the lead, then Watford, then Hatfield B, Costa A in fourth place. Hatfield A though come in, take the win fairly comfortably. Watford in second place, then Hatfield B just ahead of Costa. Hoddesdon next, Bishop Stortford, and then Hitchin just take it from Verulam A to complete the heat. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please, swimmers. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side. The winning time, 2:05.06. And a disqualification, event 6:05, heat 1, lanes 1, 5 and 7 disqualified for a technical infringement. Boys Junior 200 medley team, hit 3 heats. This is heat 1 in lane 5, Hoddesdon. Lane 4, Hemel Hempstead B.
Swish, swish, bish. Another one in the basket.
Lane 3, Cheshunt.
Can't touch this. Another one in the
Referee.
basket.
First heat then underway. Cheshunt getting away first and holding on to that advantage as they move down towards the turn end. Cheshunt just in front of Hoddesdon, who are in front of Hemel Hempstead B going into the turn. Cheshunt turn first, then Hemel, then Hoddesdon. Cheshunt swimmer here, Zane Batt. Worked hard in his 1500 earlier, so still recovering from that, I would guess. As he comes in, he hands over to the next swimmer for Cheshunt, a long way in the lead. Then it's Hemel Hempstead and Hoddesdon, that next swimmer for Cheshunt, Aaron Pickard. So Cheshunt out in the lead a little bit now. Hemel Hempstead B and Hoddesdon having a good battle in the centre of the pool. Hemel with the blue hat, Hoddesdon with the red hat, and Cheshunt with the orange hat, turning 3 or 4 metres ahead of the other two teams. They're pretty much neck and neck as they go into the turn, halfway through the breaststroke. Zane Batt still in the lead for Cheshunt. Hoddesdon just beginning to move away. It's not Zane Batt, it's Aaron Pickard. Hoddesdon moving away from Hemel. So the field splitting a little bit. Cheshunt hand over to their third swimmer, their fly swimmer. Hoddesdon next, and Hemel just drifting back a little bit on that final bit of the breaststroke. Hoddesdon looking to catch Cheshunt up as they move up towards the halfway point of the fly. Cheshunt though in the lead, 5 metres or so. Then Hoddesdon, Hemel a little bit behind, 2 or 3 metres. Back down towards the start, it's Taylor Coe for Cheshunt then. Coming underneath the flags, 3 or 4 strokes to go, and he'll hand over to the anchor leg. Off they go. Hoddesdon about to do likewise. And then Hemel Hempstead B handing over to their fourth swimmer. Cheshunt meanwhile just about to go down to the turn end. He turns. That's Jack Pym. So Cheshunt a long way in the lead in this particular heat. Then we've got Hoddesdon and then Hemel Hempstead. Cheshunt coming down underneath the flags. Just a few strokes left to go. Win the heat. Time 2:17 dead. Hoddesdon and Hemel then fighting for second and third. Hoddesdon take it. Hemel third. Thank you, swimmers. Can you clear the pool to the scoreboard side? This is heat 2 in lane 8, Stevenage. In lane 7, Bushy. Lane 6, Potter's Bar.
Swish, swish, bish.
Lane 5, Costa. Lane 4, Harpenden A. Lane 3, Watford B. Lane 2, Verulam. And lane 1, Bishop Stortford B. Referee. Second heat underway. Early lead to lane 5, Costa B. But very, very small lead. Watford B in lane 3, not far behind them, but they're all turning pretty much at the same time. Up from the underwater phase, Watford B just beginning to move into the lead, so it's Watford B, then Costa B, Harpenden A in between them. In lane 4, those are the first 3 as they come into the first handover. Watford B hand over to their second swimmer first. And Watford B and Costa B having a far better underwater phase than Harpenden A did in the middle there. Coming back on all of them, Potter's Bar B in lane 6. They all turn back towards the start end. Watford B in the lead. Long way now, moving away from the rest of the field. It's Watford B, then Costa B. Or Potters Bar now in second place, but way out of the lead. It's Watford B team. They hand over to their fly swimmer. Watford B in the lead. Potters Bar now up into second place, coming back on them. Costa B in lane 5, and then Harpenden A in the middle of the pool in lane 4. Watford B, though, has the advantage as they turn back towards the start end. Potters Bar B, Costa B, nothing much to choose between them. Harpenden A B moving up on all of them. Harpenden looking like they might just go into the final leg in second place rather, as Watford B are in the lead, and they hand over on a 1:38.85. Harpenden A are indeed in second place. Potters Bar in third, so it's just a 50-metre sprint now, less than that, just over a length to go. Watford B turn first, then Potters Bar. Back out of the water. Watford B looking in control. The winning time from Chester in the first heat was 2:17 dead, so they're going to be significantly underneath that as they come in and take the win. It's tight for the next places, but it goes to Harpenden A, then Costa, then Potters Bar B. Bushy next. And that completes heat 2. The winning time there, 2:06.72 for Watford.
Still got lane 1 swimming.
Apologies, we've still got lane 1. So someone's just told me that. So lane 1 coming down, that's Bishop Stortford B team. Half a length to go. Underneath the flags, couple of strokes, and that now completes the heat. Clear the pool, please, swimmers, towards the scoreboard side. Heat 3 in lane 8, Berkhamsted. Lane 7, Costa A. Lane 6, Potters Bar A. Lane 5, Watford A. Lane 4, Hatfield A. Lane 3, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 2, Hemel Hempstead A. And lane 1, Hatfield B. Referee.
Take your mark.
Final heat then underway. Hatfield A in lane 4, just in the lead as they move up towards the first turn. Costa A not far behind them in lane 7. Bishop Stortford A likewise in lane 3, coming out of the underwater phaser. It's Hatfield A in the lead at the moment. Daniel Murtagh swimming the backstroke for Hatfield. And Bishop Stortford A not too far behind with Costa A in third place. Hatfield in the lead, handing over to the breaststroke swimmer. Hatfield maintaining that advantage. Their A team in lane 4. Costa in lane 7, swimming strongly now, moving up into second place. Hatfield A turn first, then Costa. Then Watford A in third in lane 5. Hatfield A still have the lead. Costa A in second place, Watford in between them in lane 5, moving up into second now. Hatfield A hand over to the fly swimmer, then Watford, then Costa. Potters Bar, Bishop Stortford, Berkhamsted, Hatfield, and then Hemel. Those are the top 8, or the order of the top 8. Hatfield A beginning to move away from the rest of the field. 2:06.72 the winning time in Heat 2. Hatfield A quite a long way ahead of Watford now, then Costa in third place. 1, 2 and 3, quite a long way for everybody else. Potters Bar in fourth. Hatfield, their final swimmer goes in, a very nice underwater, or entry to the water at an underwater phase. Hatfield in the lead, Watford in second place. Costa looking to see if they can get Watford over the next length or so. They are catching them. Hatfield though very safe in first place. Half a length to go. Hatfield swimmer Luke Verstill. As I said earlier, 2:06.72 the winning time. They're going to be underneath that, so they should take the event. Hatfield win 1:57.33. Watford in second place. Costa in third. Then Potters Bar come in next. Then Berkhamsted. It's a good race for the next few places, but it goes to Hatfield B, Hemel A, Bishop Stortford A. Joint 7th for those last 2 teams. So thank you, swimmers. Clear this pool towards the scoreboard side, please. Heat 1 of event 607, the Girls' Championship 200 metre medley. In lane 8, Cheshunt. Lane 7, Bushy. Lane 6, Watford. Lane 5, Hemel Hempstead B. Lane 4, Watford A. Lane 3, Berkhamsted. Lane 2, Potters Bar B. Lane 1, Bishop Stortford B. Referee.
Take your mark.
First heat then of the championship medley relay underway. And it's Bishop Stortford B with the early lead in lane 1 as they go into the first turn. Nellie Eastland taking it out for Bishop Stortford B team. Coming out of the wall, yep, a nice underwater phase for Bishop Stortford. They hold on to their lead. Second place is Hemel Hempstead B. Bishop Stortford in the lead, then Hemel Hempstead tight for third. Bishop Stortford hand over first, 32.43. Hemel next, and then third place at the transition, Berkhamsted. Moving down towards the turn end, and another strong swim for Bishop Stortford here. That's Millie Fields. And she's holding on to the lead. Coming back at them though, Bishop Hemel Hempstead B in lane 5. And Watford B looking quite useful as well. In fact, Watford B and Watford A, lanes 4 and 6, flanking the Hemel Hempstead swimmer. As Bishop Stortford just beginning to lose her advantage. Hemel Hempstead just going into that final handover, or the penultimate handover rather, in the lead. Watford A in the lead, then Hemel Hempstead, Watford B. But now coming back strongly, another good swim for Bishop Stortford, faded a little bit towards the back end of the fly. They're pretty much up into the lead. This is Jessica Pengel for Bishop Stortford, but Watford A in lane 4, swimming well, Abigail Green leading Watford out underneath the flags. Watford A versus Bishop Stortford, and then Watford B in second place. Now it's the final swimmer. Watford A, Bishop Stortford, Watford B, then Hemel. Watford A in the lead. Bishop Stortford having another good leg here. So it's going to be a race between Watford A and Bishop Stortford. Bishop Stortford marginally faster down there, but they had a deficit to make up off the wall. Watford looking the stronger of the two teams. Watford A in the lead. Then Bishop Stortford. It's close to the next places, but Hemel just has the advantage over Watford B. Coming in for the last 2 or 3 metres, Watford A takes a win. Bishop Stortford in second place, and then it's tight for third, but it just goes to Hemel Hempstead. The winning time, 2:09.41. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. A disqualification, event 606, heat 2, lane 8, disqualified for a technical infringement. Heat 2 in lane 8, Tring. Tring, do you want to join us please, lane 8? In lane 7, Hemel Hempstead A. Lane 6, Hatfield B. Lane 5, Hatfield A. Lane 4, Potters Bar A. Lane 3, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 2, Harpenden A. And in lane 1, Costa A. Referee. Our second heat underway. Costa A in lane 1. Out with the early lead, so lane 1 working on both of these heats. She turns first, it's lane 5. Hatfield A in second place at the first turn. Flair Barrel leading out Costa. Lauren Stott leading out Hatfield. As they come back down towards the end of the backstroke, it's Costa in the lead. Costa hand over to their breaststroke swimmer. It's very tight across the rest of the pool. For second place, Costa just holding on to that lead in second place. Potters Bar in lane 4 coming back well. So Costa and Potters Bar and a very good swim in lane 8. Marcia Billingham for Tring. So Tring up there pretty much, vying for the lead. Costa, Tring, Harpenden A now in lane 2 coming back. We've got Hatfield A in lane 5. So it's all changing around. Hatfield A versus Bishop Stortford versus Harpenden A. And it's Hatfield and Harpenden touching pretty much at the same time. Their swimmers kick off the blocks. But a lovely underwater fly transition there for Bishop Stortford in lane 3, moving them up into the lead. Bishop Stortford then turn first. Harpenden A, Hatfield A in joint second, but Bishop Stortford having a very nice bit of fly here. Bishop Stortford swimmer Josie Precious White. As she comes down, she's got one stroke to go. She hands over to the final swimmer, their leg for Bishop Stortford, Sarah Carroll. So Sarah Carroll, Bishop Stortford versus Potters Bar versus Hatfield A. Those are the top three as they go underneath the flags. Little to choose between them. Bishop Stortford, Potters Bar, then Hatfield. That's the order as they went into the wall. Coming off the wall, it maintains the same. Potters Bar, though, putting Bishop Stortford under a bit of difficulty. Hatfield drifting back a bit. Potters Bar coming forward. Potters Bar, Bishop Stortford, Hatfield A. And a finally judged finish there for Potters Bar to take the win. 2:04.23. Hatfield in Bishop Stortford in second place. Hatfield in third. Clear the pool to the sides, please, swimmers. Clear the pool to the scoreboard side, please. Event 608, the Boys Championship 200 metre medley team relay. This is heat 1 in lane 5, Tring. In lane 4, Watford B. And in lane 3, Cheshunt. Referee.
Take your mark.
First of our 3 heats underway for the Boys Championship relay, medley relay that is. And pretty much in a line at the moment. Cheshunt, slight advantage from Watford from Tring, but we're talking fractions of a metre, and they come back off the wall. Cheshunt just extending ever such a slight advantage, then Tring, then Watford B in between them in third place. Underneath the flags, Cheshunt in the lead, then Tring, then Watford. Cheshunt now, Tring, Watford. Into the breaststroke. Cheshunt in the lead, but Tring moving up into the lead now. So Tring having a very nice breaststroke leg here. That's James Anderson for Tring. Tring, Watford B, Cheshunt swapped around the order. Watford and Tring having the race now as Cheshunt just drift back a bit. Very, very fast stroke rate here for the Watford swimmer. Tring not much slower, but Watford just in the lead. Watford handover, then Tring. Cheshunt drifted back quite a lot over that breaststroke. Watford versus Tring. Watford with a slight advantage as they move up towards halfway through the fly leg of the medley relay. And they touch the wall pretty much at the same time. They push off at the same time, up at the same time, but Tring are in front. So Tring, slight advantage from Watford. Then Cheshunt coming back on them, but a long way to make up. Underneath the flags, Tring got half a metre advantage from Watford. So we're on that final leg. Tring going first, Watford a metre or so behind, then Cheshunt. 50 metre sprint, Watford looking the stronger of the two teams here. Watford just faster than Tring as they go up towards the wall for the final time, the turn wall that is. Watford turn marginally ahead of Tring. Cheshunt about 3 metres behind them, so they're not going to take this heat. Watford versus Tring. Watford still has a slight lead. It's going to be on there, getting that final stroke right and stretching your arms out. Watford should take this, and they do. Watford 2:04.17, Tring 2:04.56, Cheshunt in third 2:07.50. Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. Heat 3 in lane 8, Berkhamsted. Apologies, it's heat 2, and it's Bishop Stortford, and they're in lane 7. Other than that, I was perfect. Lane 6, Potters Bar. Lane 5, Hemel Hempstead. Lane 4, Costa. Lane 3, Harpenden. And lane 2, Bushy. Referee. Second heat underway, good start for Potters Bar in lane 6. As all the swimmers move up towards the wall, it's Potters Bar versus Harpenden. Potters Bar just ahead of Harpenden. Off the wall, and it's Harpenden in the lead. Potters Bar in second place. Bishop Stortford not too far behind. Coming into that first transition, Potters Bar just take it. Bit of a hesitation for the Potters Bar swimmer as he dives in. Potters Bar in the lead. Costa in lane 4, second place, coming back on them. Harpenden A in lane 3. In the lead now though, Costa, then Potters Bar, then Harpenden. So Potters Bar in 6 versus Costa in lane 4. Those are first and second. The rest of the swimmers, not too much difference between them. Costa with a slight advantage, so go into that final, or that next handover. Costa, Potters Bar. And then third place swimmer at that takeover, Harpenden A. Into the fly. Costa with the advantage. Costa just ahead of Potters Bar now. Harpenden, Bushy, and Bishop Stortford all vying for third place. Back at the front though, Costa quite a long way ahead of Potters Bar. And it's very tight for the next positions, just goes to Bushy rather. At that final handover to the freestyle swimmer. Meanwhile, back at the front, good lead now for Costa B team as they come back down towards the start end. Potters Bar gave them some competition early on, but they've just drifted back a bit. As Costa come in a couple of strokes, they take the win. Potters Bar in second place, and then Bushy just sneak it from Costa B for third place. The winning time, 1:54.37. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard, please, swimmers. I just ask you to make sure the fire exits are clear, in particular the one at the far end of the pool. So if you could just clear the fire exit at the far end of the pool, please make sure the steps are clear, the bags are off it, and then it's nice and safe for everybody. We had to evacuate last week, so we don't want to find out the hard way that we can't get out. So appreciate that. This is now heat 3 in lane 8. Berkhamsted. Lane 7, Hemel Hempstead A. Lane 6, Watford A. Lane 5, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 4, Costa A. Lane 3, Potters Bar, 80. Lane 2, Hitchin. Lane 1, Hatfield A. Referee. The last heat then of the Boys Championship, Medley underway. 1:54.37 the time to beat. I imagine that's going to get beaten in this heat. And the centre lanes, Potters Bar, Costa, Bishop Stortford turning pretty much at the same time. Coming off the wall though, it's now Potters Bar A and Bishop Stortford, lanes 3 and 5. But in between them it's Costa A coming in first. They hand over to their second swimmer first. Costa A in the lead. Costa in the lead, Potters Bar A in second place, Bishop Stortford A in third. Coming back on the wall nicely, Hatfield A over in lane 1. It's Costa turning first. Moving back down towards the start end. Costa versus Potters Bar. Hatfield moving up into second place, Hatfield A team that is. Bishop Stortford A in fourth. It's a good race at the front here with Costa just ahead of Potters Bar. Costa half a metre or so as swimmers fly through the air pretty much side by side. It's the fly leg of the relay. Costa from Potters Bar. Hatfield A in third place now over in lane 1. Not too much to choose between these two lead teams. Costa versus Potters Bar. Potters Bar coming out of the transition behind though. Costa in the lead. Almost a body's length advantage, the furthest it's been. Costa having a good fly leg there. In they go. Potters Bar in next. Hatfield A next. And then Hitchin in third place, sorry. Costa in the lead, then Potters Bar turn next. It's a good race for third place between Potters Bar and Bishop Stortford A. Hitchin in fifth place. Coming back down towards the start though. Costa are going to take this one, moving away all the way through the last couple of legs. They take the win, 1:49.23. Potters Bar in second place, 1:50.70. Third place went to Bishop Stortford A, 1:53.43. Then Hatfield, then Hitchin, Berkhamsted, Hemel Hempstead and Watford A. So thank you swimmers, that completes the medley relays. We move on to the freestyle relays next. So if you could clear the pool towards the scoreboard side please swimmers. Event 609, the girls 10 to 13-year-old 200 metre freestyle relay. This is heat 1 in lane 7, Cheshunt.
There's nowhere you can hide.
Lane 6, Verulam B. Lane 5, Stevenage. Lane 4, Verulam A. Lane 3, Hemel Hempstead B. And in lane 2, Harpenden B. Referee. First, the 4x50 medley relays underway then. Heat 1 of the younger swimmers. Cheshunt and Harpenden, each end of the pool. Taking it out early. Cheshunt in lane 7 with a slight advantage going into the turn. Then Harpenden with Verulam A in the middle of the pool. Coming off the wall though, it's Stevenage swimming well, so Cheshunt and Stevenage early leaders as the swimmers come down towards the flags. Cheshunt in the lead, Stevenage just behind them, not too much to choose between them. Down to reactions, and Stevenage going first, then Cheshunt, then it's Hemel Hempstead and Verulam. Second leg underway as Stevenage start to move away from the rest of the field. Stevenage from Cheshunt, Verulam A in third place, then a close race between Harpenden B and Hemel Hempstead B. Stevenage though still in the lead. Verulam beginning to overhaul Cheshunt, not quite there yet, but Stevenage having a good second leg there. Stevenage in the lead, considerably in the lead. Verulam in second place, Cheshunt in third, and it's close between Harpenden and Hemel. And then Verulam B in the final position in this heat. Meanwhile, out at the front, Stevenage good advantage over the rest of the field. Verulam A just overhauled Cheshunt. Harpenden B and Hemel Hempstead B having a good race with Harpenden in the lead. Coming down towards the end of the third leg, handing over to the final swimmer. Stevenage still with a good advantage. They hand over 3 or 4 second lead over Verulam A. Cheshunt in third place, beginning to be caught by Harpenden. Then Hemel, and then Verulam B, just about to hand over to their final swimmer. Meanwhile, back at the front, Stevenage being caught by Verulam A. Stevenage should hang on to this one though. Maybe not. Looked like she might do. There's a couple of metres difference between them. It's closing down all the time. Stevenage in the lead with a black hat in 5. Verulam with the green hat in 4. Verulam coming back at them all the time. Stevenage though just hanging on to it at the moment. It's going on that final touch. Oh, it's very close indeed. Just goes to Stevenage. 2:15.51. Verulam A second. 2:15.63. Sorry. And Harpenden B 2:20.80 for third place. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please, swimmers. Heat 2 in lane 8, Hoddesdon B. Lane 7, Watford B. Lane 6, Bishop Stortford B. Lane 5, Harpenden A. Lane 4, Potters Bar A. Lane 3, Tring. Lane 2, Hemel Hempstead A. Lane 1, Potters Bar B. Referee. Underway with the second heat. Tring in lane 3 with the early lead with the black and yellow hats as they go up into the first turn, and they're just ahead of Potters Bar B in lane 1. Not too much to choose between them, but Tring beginning to move away from the rest of the field now. Potters Bar A in lane 4 coming up with them. Watford B in 7. Those are the top 3 as they come underneath the flags. Tring hand over first to their second swimmer. Then Potters B, and then pretty much the same for Watford B and Bishop Stortford B in lane 7 and 6. Tring still have the advantage. Potters Bar A team in lane 4 in second place. And then it's between the Potters Bar B team and the Watford B team for third place. Meanwhile, Tring still have the advantage. Almost a body length clear ahead of Potters Bar A in lane 3. So Tring having a good first couple of legs on the relay. Potters Bar just beginning to come back up them. Eating up that lead quite significantly. Tring go in, then Potters Bar. Then it is Watford B and Bishop Stortford B. Tring in the lead. Coming back strong, Watford B in lane 7. Tring first, lane 3. Then Potters Bar A, lane 4. Then Watford B, lane 7. 1, 2 and 3. As they move down towards their anchor legs, all these teams. Tring moving away once more from Potters Bar A, back up to almost a body's length. Tring go in, hand over to their next swimmer, then Potters Bar, then Watford, then Bishop Stortford. So it's a race now between Tring and Potters Bar. Potters Bar looking to have the faster swimmer, beginning to overhaul Tring's advantage as they go into that final turn. Potters Bar turns just ahead of Tring. Third place, Watford B just ahead of Harpenden A. Coming back down towards the start end, and Potters Bar accelerating away now, stroke by stroke. Potters Bar underneath the flags, clear advantage, clear body between her and the rest of the field. Potters Bar takes the win, 2 disappeared. But it was 2:08, I think it said. Then Tring second, 2:11.33, and Harpenden next, 2:12.15. Thank you, swimmers. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side. This is heat 3 in lane 8, Costa B. Lane 7, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 6, Hoddesdon A. Lane 5, Costa A. Lane 4, Hatfield A. Lane 3, Hatfield B. Lane 2, Berkhamsted. Lane 1, Watford A. Referee.
Take your mark.
Third heat underway, Watford A, lane 1, slight lead. Lemon Berkhamsted in lane 2 as they go into that first turn. Really nothing to choose between lanes 1 through to 6. Out of the transition, Berkhamsted lane 2 has the advantage. Coming back in the centre of the pool though, Hatfield A in lane 4, Costa A in lane 5. Costa marginally ahead of Hatfield as they hand over to their second swimmer. Costa, Hatfield A, and then Berkhamsted 1, 2 and 3 at the first handover. Going back down towards the turn end. Costa just holding off Hatfield A. Those that beginning to move away from the rest of the field. With Watford A in third place. Hatfield A in the centre of the pool, lane 4, just ahead of Costa. Those two moving away, as I said, for the rest of the field. It's now Hatfield B in third place in lane 3, Hatfield A, then Costa. Pretty tight for the next places. Hatfield B and Watford A go into the water pretty much at the same time. The middle 2 lanes though beginning to move away. Hatfield A, almost a clear lead now. Hatfield A, then Costa. Hatfield B in second place, then Bishop's Stortford, Hoddesdon A rather, then Berkhamsted and Watford A. Hatfield A team, 2 or 3 bodies lengths now ahead of the rest of the field. The B team just beginning to get up towards Costa, so it's Hatfield A first, Hatfield B second, then Costa. Hoddesdon next, then Berkhamsted, Watford A, then Bishop's Stortford A and Costa B. Final swimmer, Hatfield A, fairly safe now. Good race between Hatfield B and Costa as they move back down towards the start. Costa has that advantage. Costa in second place, but Hatfield A very dominant here, takes the win. Their time 1:32.12. No, sorry, that's the wrong time. It's not come up. 2:05.78. I thought that was rather quick for a 200. And our final team coming in to complete the third heat. Thank you, swimmers. Can you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side? A disqualification, event 609, heat 2, lane 3, disqualified for a technical infringement. Event 610, this is heat 1 in lane 6, Hoddesdon. Lane 5, Bishop's Stortford B. Lane 4, Hemel Hempstead B. Lane 3, Verulam. Lane 2, Cheshunt. Referee. First heat then of the boys 10 to 13-year-olds, 200 metre freestyle relay. And it's Cheshunt in lane 2 with the slight advantage. Just ahead of Verulam and Bishop Stortford B in lanes 3 and 5. Cheshunt coming back down towards the start end. This is Igor Mordeja. Opened up a nice lead for Cheshunt. That's the best part of a body length. Cheshunt then in the lead, then Bishop Stortford, and it's pretty tight for the next teams, but it's Verulam from Hemel Hempstead. Cheshunt then still have the advantage. Second place, Bishop Stortford B team. Third place, Verulam. Then we've got Bishop Stortford B and then Hoddesdon. Coming back down towards the start end, Cheshunt still have the advantage. Bishop Stortford in second place as Cheshunt swimmers got a couple of strokes to go. Hands over to their third swimmer. Bishop Stortford next. Then Verulam in lane 3, and then a good race for the last couple of places in this heat. That slightly going to Hemel Hempstead B versus Hoddesdon, and ahead of Hoddesdon at the moment. Back at the front, Cheshunt in the lead. Field splitting quite a lot for 4x50. Cheshunt then in the lead. Bishop Stortford second, Verulam next, then Hemel, then Hoddesdon. Cheshunt coming down towards the start end for that final time, or the final handover to their third swimmer. That's Rohan Misa. Then Bishop Stortford. Verulam next. Hemel having a very nice 50 metres there, bringing them back into contention for third place. Hoddesdon in fifth at the final transition or handover. Hemel then, not Hemel, rather Cheshunt, a long way in the lead. Then Bishop Stortford. Verulam regained third place fairly safely. Bishop Stortford next as Cheshunt come in to take the heat. Their time 2:15.32. Bishop Stortford next 2:17.88. Verulam 2:21.41. Hemel Hempstead on a 2:25.28, and that just leaves Hoddesdon coming underneath the flags now. Just a few strokes to go. Reese Miles rather. 2:35.09. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please, swimmers. Heat 2 in lane 8, Harpenden B. Lane 7, Stevenage. Lane 6, Bushy. Lane 5, Watford B. Lane 4, Costa B. Lane 3, Potters Bar B. Lane 2, Berkhamsted. And lane 1, Tring. Referee.
Take your mark.
Second heat underway. Good start for Tring in lane 1 as they move away from the rest of the field. Almost a body length clear coming up towards the first turn, 25 metres. They've got a 3 metre advantage. That's not too bad. They've done 25. The rest of them have done 22. Can they hold on to this? They certainly can at the moment as they're powering down towards the first handover. Tring then, 5 metre advantage into the first handover. Potters Bar versus Costa for second and third. Not too far behind them, Bushy. Tring over in lane 1, still have the lead. Not extending it particularly on this first 25 metres for Edward Lana, the Tring swimmer. But Tring are holding on to it. It's diminishing as we've got Costa in lane 4. Coming back on Tring. Tring are just going to hold on to this, but he's slowing. Tring then Costa. And very tight for the next places, but it's just Bushy in lane 6. Going down towards the turn end then for the third swimmer. It's now Costa in the lead, lane 4. Tring just in second place, all to play for third. Costa, Potters Bar, Watford B moving up into second and third as Tring, the early leaders, just begin to fade backwards. Costa hand over to their final swimmer with a 2 or 3 metre advantage. Potters Bar next, then Watford, then Tring, and also Bushy. So Potters Bar have technical or disqualification. Event 610, heat 1, lane 5, disqualified for a technical infringement. Heat 3 in lane 8, Hatfield B. Lane 7, Hemel Hempstead A. Lane 6, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 5, Hatfield A. Lane 4, Watford A. Lane 3, Potters Bar A. Lane 2, Costa A. And lane 1, Harpenden A. Referee.
Take your mark.
Final heat of the 10 to 30-year-olds. Medley underway. Early lead to Hatfield A in lane 5. Taking it out. Watford A just beside them in lane 4 in second place. Then Potters Bar A, Costa A. Going back down towards the start. Hatfield, Watford, Potters Bar. Then Costa in lane 2. Hatfield from Watford. From Potters Bar, from Costa. Fragmenting slightly now. Hatfield and Watford vying for first and second. Potters Bar and Costa in lanes 2 and 3 for third and fourth. And Watford A just ahead of Hatfield A now as they come back down towards the start end. Watford A swimming well, moving away from the rest of the field. Then Watford just opening a lead out from Hatfield. Second place Costa from Potters Bar in lane 2 from 3 as Watford hand over to their next swimmer, then Hatfield. The Costa and Potters Bar swimmers going in pretty much together. Watford A beginning to move away from the rest of the field. Coming back well in lane 2, Costa A. So Watford turn first at the turn end, then it's Costa, then Hatfield, then Watford. Watford in the centre of the pool with the lead. Watford A then, and Costa in lane 2. So it's changed around quite a lot. Costa just beginning to accelerate into the lead. Costa. Watford had the quicker reaction. So Watford from Costa. Then Hatfield. Then Potter's Bar. The final swimmers then. Can Watford hang on to this? Is it Hatfield or is it Costa going to take it from them? Or are they going to hang on? Let's see. At the moment, it's Costa in the lead. Hatfield coming back at them, Potter's Bar coming back at them, but Watford A have the advantage in the middle of the pool. Watford A should hang on to this last stroke. Watford A take the win, 2 minutes 69. Hatfield A, I think, was second, and then we've got Costa in third. We've got our final team coming in to finish in lane 6. That's Bishop Stortford A. And they complete the heat and the event. Thank you, swimmers. Could you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please? Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side. Event 6-11, the girls junior 200 metre freestyle. Heat 1 in lane 8, it's Cheshunt. Lane 7, Hoddesdon B. Lane 6, Bushy. Lane 5, Verulam B. Lane 4, Bishop Stortford B. Lane 3, Stevenage. Lane 2, Hemel Hempstead B. And lane 1, Potter's Bar B. Referee.
Thank you, Mark.
So the first heat underway as the swimmers go down towards the turn end. Not much to choose between them. Lane 8 just turning first, Cheshunt. Coming back off the turn, it's Cheshunt just in the lead. Coming back though, Bushy in lane 6. Cheshunt has the advantage, Bushy in second place, then we've got Verulam B. Cheshunt hand over first, then Bushy. Then Verulam B. Cheshunt holding on to that advantage. Nice underwater phase for the Bushy swimmer as she comes up in second place, and Verulam B in third. Down at the turn end, Cheshunt ahead, then Bushy, then Verulam, and then Bishop Stortford B. So not quite going to form at the moment. Outside lane has the advantage. Cheshunt just hanging on to this. Cheshunt from Bushy. Bushy beginning to make a bit of inroads into Cheshunt, but Cheshunt still has half a metre or so lead. Cheshunt, Bushy, Hoddesdon coming back well. Hoddesdon, and then we've got Verulam B. Cheshunt then still have the advantage in lane 8. Bushy in second place, but it's getting a bit tight there for third. Hoddesdon, Verulam, and Bishop Stortford. Coming back down towards the start end. Cheshunt moving away from the rest of the field, cementing the earlier advantage that the first two swimmers gave the team. The third swimmer almost a body length ahead of Hoddesdon now. Hoddesdon having a good 50 or so there. Cheshunt in the lead. Hoddesdon, Bushy, Verulam going in pretty much at the same time. A little bit behind them, Bishop Stortford. So the final swimmer now for Cheshunt, taking them up just a few strokes until they get up to that turn. Cheshunt drifting back a bit now, so Bushy taking the lead. Hoddesdon in second place, Cheshunt in third. Can Cheshunt hang on to third? In the centre of the pool, we've got Bishop Stortford, but a good final leg here for Bushy. Bushy take the win. Second place, didn't quite see, I think it was Hoddesdon and then Cheshunt next. Thank you, swimmers. Can you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side? Heat 2 in lane 8, Royston. Lane 7, Berkhamsted. Lane 6, Verulam A. Lane 5, Costa A. Lane 4, Potters Bar A. Lane 3, Watford B. Lane 2, Harpenden A. And lane 1, Costa B. Referee.
Take your mark.
Second heat underway. Lots of splashing. Who's in the lead? It looks like lane 7, Berkhamsted, as they go up towards that first turn. Berkhamsted just in the lead. Then it's Harpenden A in lane 2. Off out of the underwater phase. Berkhamsted just in the lead. Potters Bar A in the middle of the pool, and Costa swimming well. Berkhamsted just with a slight advantage. Their swimmer goes in just second. Actually, it was Costa's swimmer launched off the pad, off the blocks rather, and that takes her into the lead. So Costa in the lead. Berkhamsted in second place as they go up in towards the turn. Watford B in third. Costa A team moving away from the rest of the field. Verulam A, lane 6 in second place, and we've got Watford B in lane 3 in third. As they hand over to their third swimmer. Costa A still has the advantage. It's a lot tighter for the next positions. Watford B in second place, and then Verulam A in third. No doubt about the lead though. Costa, good strong lead at the moment. Nice underwater phase there. Costa moving away from the rest of the field significantly now. Should be enough to hand them the lead into their final swimmer. Costa then go in first. Watford versus Berkhamsted. Watford just ahead of Berkhamsted, and the Potters Bar in between them. Costa going into the final turn, a long way ahead of the rest of the field, 6 or 7 metres. It's tight for the next places. Berkhamsted just ahead of Potters Bar A, and then Watford B, as Costa in lane 5 dominating this heat significantly. Very good time for them, 1:56.74. We'll have to see how that compares with the final heat. It's tight for the next couple of positions. Just goes to Potters Bar, and then in third place, Verulam A team. Can you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please, swimmers? Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. Heat 3 in lane 8, Tring. In lane 7, Hempstead A. Lane 6, Watford A. Lane 5, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 4, Hatfield A. Lane 3, Hatfield B. Lane 2, Hoddesdon A. And in lane 1, Hitchin. Referee. Final heat underway, 1:56.74, the time in the previous heat. Going out fairly fast here is Ashley Cooper for Hitchin in lane 8, just in the lead. Then Hoddesdon A in lane 2, coming back off the wall. Pretty much in a line, though Bishop Stortford A team just beginning to move forward. Hatfield beside them, Hatfield A, so Stortford versus Hatfield. Then it's Tring in lane 8. Tring going in very quickly there, nice transition for Tring. So Tring take an early lead, or not an early lead, but they lead in the second leg. Going up towards the turn then. Tring with the advantage as they go into that turn. Tring just behind Hoddesdon A, so Hoddesdon A in lane 2, then Tring. Coming back off the wall, it's Hoddesdon with the advantage. Then we've got Hatfield A in the centre of the pool in lane 4, just moving forward. Hoddesdon versus Hatfield, Tring in third place. Hoddesdon just going to touch first. Clutch of swimmers going in at the same time. Hoddesdon A being the first of those, Hatfield A second, and the rest too hard to tell who was where. Moving up towards the turn end then, Hoddesdon, Hatfield and Watford. Those three lanes pretty much at the same time. Coming back off the wall, Hoddesdon A having a good 50 here. Hoddesdon A versus Hatfield A. Watford A not too far behind them. Hoddesdon just ahead of Hatfield, then Watford. 1, 2, 3. And then Tring's in fourth place. So the final swimmers of each team going down towards the end. Hatfield A moving into the lead. Hatfield A almost a body's width ahead of the rest of the field. Hatfield A, Hoddesdon A, then Watford A. 1, 2 and 3. Half a length to go for Hatfield. So Hatfield moving away from the rest of the field. Watford A trying their best, but it's not going to make it. Hatfield A take the win. Watford second. Hoddesdon third. The winning time, 1:55.07. Thank you, swimmers. Can you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side? And a disqualification. Event 610, heat 3, lanes 6 and 8 disqualified for a technical infringement. Event 612. This is Heat 1 in lane 5, Hoddesdon. Lane 4, Stevenage. Lane 3, Cheshunt. Referee.
Take your mark.
Cheshunt in 3 then, Stevenage 4, Hoddesdon in 5 rather. And there's nothing really much to choose between them. Hoddesdon and Cheshunt, slight advantage over Stevenage after 25 metres. Coming off the wall, Cheshunt has a bigger advantage, so Cheshunt in the lead, Hoddesdon in second place, Stevenage in third. 5 metres to go for the first swimmers. Cheshunt has the lead, then Hoddesdon, then Stevenage into the second leg. 29.04 the split for Cheshunt, and they're moving away from the rest of the field. Cheshunt in the lead then Hoddesdon and Stevenage. Hoddesdon and Stevenage, very little to choose between them. Cheshunt body length a bit ahead of them. So Cheshunt starting to move away from the field as they come underneath the flags for the final time for that swimmer. Hands over to the third swimmer. Stevenage just ahead of Hoddesdon now. Cheshunt's split 57.98. The other two swimmer teams 1:00.74, 1:01.22 as Cheshunt turns, and the battle between Stevenage and Hoddesdon carries on. Still nothing to choose between them as they come back down towards the start end. They're beginning to catch Cheshunt, but Cheshunt still have quite a big advantage as they come in. Hand over to their third swimmer. Cheshunt are off. Hoddesdon just opened up a slight lead from Stevenage. Stevenage, though, going in and having a far better underwater phase than Hoddesdon and moving away from Hoddesdon. Can they catch Cheshunt? Cheshunt are going to have to look out if they want to win this one. Cheshunt turn. Stevenage turn next. Hoddesdon then turn now. Stevenage coming back very fast on Cheshunt. This is Joshua Peggett for Stevenage. Might just take the win. I think he will indeed. He's got 3 or 4 metres to go. It's going to be tight. And Stevenage just take the win. 2:02.65. Cheshunt second, 2:02.86. A tenth or two down. And then Hoddesdon come in third place, 2:09.57. So thank you, Summers. Could you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please? Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side. A disqualification, event 611, heat 2, lane 7, disqualified for a technical infringement. This is heat 2, lane 8, Hemel Hempstead B. Lane 7, Potters Bar B. Lane 6, Verulam.
Swish, swish, bish. Another one in
Lane
the
5, Harpenden A.
Can't touch this.
Lane 4, Bushy.
Another one in the casket. Let's go.
Lane 3, Hemel Hempstead A.
Another one in the basket.
Lane 2, Costa B.
Touch this. Another one in the casket.
And in lane 1, Bishop Stortford B.
What is what, but they don't know what is what.
Referee.
Just what is what.
Take your mark.
Second heat underway. Costa and Potters Bar, lanes 2 and 7, taking out early. Potters Bar slightly ahead of Costa. It's lane 7 ahead of lane 2. And they move back down towards the start end. Potters Bar hanging on to that advantage, coming back quickly in the middle of the pool. Bushy. Potters Bar in the lead, Bushy in second place. Costa in third. That's the order they hand over to their second swimmer, with Harpenden A in fourth place. Moving up towards the turn end one more time. Potters Bar in the lead. Harpenden moving up into second place with Bushy in third. So Verulam in third. Potters Bar have the advantage then. Just ahead of Bushy. Not too much to choose between them. Potters Bar, Bushy, and then Harpenden A. Some big dives going in after them. Don't know if they can catch them up. A little bit of an ask. Potters Bar still has the advantage, then Bushy, then Harpenden A. Coming back on them, Costa B in lane 2. Back down towards the start end, half a length to go for these swimmers. Bushy and Harpenden A beginning to catch up Potters Bar B in lane 7, but Potters Bar just have the advantage, not much to choose. And it's now the centre 2 lanes, Bushy and Harpenden going in at the same time. Harpenden A having the advantage of that, but coming back strongly, Costa B team in lane 2. All to play for then as they go into this final turn. And it's Harpenden A with the advantage with the silver hat in lane 5, dragging Bushy in lane 4 with them. As they're coming back down towards the finish. Harpenden A look like they're going to take this one. They do. Bushy in second place, Potters Bar in third. Fourth place went to Hemel Hempstead A. Fifth, Potters Bar. And then we've got a couple more teams to come in. So Hemel Hempstead B coming in to complete their race. Their time 2:11.70. And then we've got the final team, which will be Bishop Stortford B in lane 1. And they're half a length or so to go. Underneath the flags, 3 or 4 metres left. Just a metre, less than that, finishes. And that completes heat 2. Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. Swimmers, clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. This is heat 3. In lane 8, Costa. In lane 7, Hatfield B. Lane 6, Potters Bar A. Lane 5, Watford A. Lane 4, Hatfield A. Lane 3, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 2, Berkhamsted. And lane 1, Watford B. Referee.
Thank you, Mark.
Final heat then of the junior 200 metre freestyle relay. Hatfield A in the middle of the pool with a purple hat going out fast. Costa in lane 8 likewise. Hatfield just ahead of Costa. Berkhamsted in 2, not far behind them into the turn. Coming off the turn, it's Hatfield A with a good lead. Costa A, lane 8 in second place. As they come up to hand over to their first swimmer, Hatfield A though takes the honours at the first transition. Hatfield A in the lead, Costa A in second place. Third place, Berkhamsted in lane 2. Hatfield turn now. Then Costa just ahead of Berkhamsted, back down towards the start end. Half a length to go for the Hatfield A team. Costa A, the only one putting them under pressure at the moment. Watford A just coming back up into third place in lane 5. Hatfield hand over to their next swimmer, likewise Costa, then Watford. Hatfield in the lead. Costa looking strong in lane 8. Beginning to move up. Watford not too bad in lane 5. Hatfield, Costa, Watford. Hatfield holding on to that lead. Watford in third place. Costa in lane 8 in second. Hatfield's lead diminished a little bit, diminished quite a lot. Hatfield going first, then Costa, then Watford. Not too much to choose between second and third. Slight advantage for the lead team. Hatfield A team in lane 4. So it's Hatfield versus Costa now. Can the Costa swimmer overhaul them? Hatfield go up, they turn. It's close, but the Costa swimmer's not close enough. Watford coming back on Costa as well. Hatfield underneath the flags, just a few strokes to go. Hatfield take the win. Costa in second place, Watford in third. Some good battles for the next few places, very tight indeed. Fourth place just going to Potters Bar A. The winning time for Hatfield, 1:46.42. Event 613, this is Heat 1 in Lane 8, Cheshunt. Lane 7, Bushy.
Swish, swish, bish. Another one in the basket.
Lane 6, Berkhamsted.
Can't touch this.
Lane 5, Costa A.
In the casket.
Lane 4, Harpenden A.
Bish. Another one in the basket.
Lane 3, Watford B.
Can't touch this. Another one in the casket.
Lane 2, Potters Bar B.
They know what is what, but they don't know
And Lane 1, Bishop Stortford B.
what,
Young
but
Money.
they don't know what is what.
Referee.
Just what is what, but they don't know what is what.
Take your mark.
First heat then of the Girls' Championship, 200 relay. Cheshunt in the lead in Lane 1. Lane 1 been quite good to a few swimmers today, even though they're the slowest entrant, but coming off the turn, we've got Costa just ahead of Harpenden A. So Costa A ahead of Harpenden A with Bishop Stortford. Costa, Harpenden, Bishop Stortford, little to choose between them as they move back down towards the turn end. The second swimmer in the water. Harpenden, Bishop Stortford. Sorry, Harpenden and Costa, first and second, then Cheshunt and Bishop Stortford, third and fourth. As they come back down towards the start end to hand over to the third swimmer, it's Costa versus Harpenden. Harpenden just ahead of Costa, then Bishop Stortford just ahead of Cheshunt. The two outside lanes. It's a close race this, and Harpenden just beginning to move away from Bishop Stortford. Sorry, from Berkhamsted, but Bishop Stortford in lane 8, coming back on them both. Harpenden, Costa, Bishop Stortford and Cheshunt, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Harpenden, the strongest swimmer in the pool at the moment, moving away from the rest of the field, best part of a body's length advantage over Costa as they hand over to their final swimmer. Then it's Costa just ahead of Bishop Stortford, Cheshunt just ahead of Bushy. So the final swimmer in this event, or this heat rather, it's Harpenden in the lead, Costa in second place. Coming back off the wall, Harpenden moving away from the rest of the field very well indeed. Costa in second place, Bushy finishing very fast indeed. They might sneak third place. Harpenden take the win. Costa in second place. Then it's Bushy indeed in third. Bishop Stortford, Potters Bar, Costa, Cheshunt and Berkhamsted. The winning time, 1:54.81. Can you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please, swimmers? A disqualification, 612, event 612, heat 3, lane 6, disqualified for a technical infringement. This is heat 2. Hemel Hempstead B. Lane 7, Tring. Lane 6, Hemel Hempstead A. Lane 5, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 4, Potters Bar A. Lane 3, Hatfield A. Lane 2, Hatfield B. And in lane 1, Watford A. Referee.
Take your mark.
The last swims then for the girls in this particular county championships. The final heat of the championship, 4x50 freestyle relay. And it's a race between Potters Bar A and Hatfield A and Hemel Hempstead A. And indeed Watford A, so the 4 teams just slightly the lead. Potters Bar first though. Potters Bar hand over to their second swimmer. Lead time not come up on the splits. Potters Bar then in the lead, moving away from the rest of the field. Second place, Hemel Hempstead at the moment in lane 6 as Potters Bar come back out of the underwater phase in the lead. Hemel Hempstead in second place, and then we've got Hatfield A in lane 3 in third place. Potters Bar, they've got a long advantage, or big advantage over the rest of the field. Then it's Hemel Hempstead, then Hatfield A. So the third swimmer's underway. Potters Bar still swimming strongly, moving away from the rest of the field. It's chopping and changing a little bit, but Hemel Hempstead in second place. Then Hatfield A versus Bishop Stortford A for the next position. Potters Bar, they're a long way in the lead. For almost 5 metres, hand over to their final swimmer. Hemel Hempstead versus Bishop Stortford, then Hatfield A. Tring, Hatfield B. Watford rather. The lead though, Potters Bar A, very dominant. One of the more dominant relays we've had as they come down. It's a good race for second place between Bishop Stortford and Hemel Hempstead. Potters Bar though take the win very convincingly indeed, 150.10. It's a good race here for the next couple of places. Hemel just take it from Bishop Stortford, and very tight for the next set of places. It went Tring, and then Hatfield A, then Watford B. So well done swimmers, thank you very much. Can you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side please? Clear the pool towards the scoreboard side. Event 614, this is Heat 1 in lane 5, Watford B.
Let's take both of our souls and
Lane 4, Bishop Stortford B.
it comes to you. Don't be
Lane 3, Cheshunt.
speak from my heart when it comes to you.
Referee.
Take your mark.
Our last event underway then, 3 heats. This is the first heat, and Cheshunt once again leading out these trio of teams. Cheshunt, Watford, Bishop Stortford. Cheshunt just in the lead, Watford second place, Bishop Stortford in the centre of the pool in third place. Cheshunt with the orange hat though has the slight advantage, then Watford, then Bishop Stortford handing over to their second swimmers. Cheshunt then still has the lead, Watford B in second place, Bishop Stortford B in third place. Watford beginning to come back on Cheshunt. Cheshunt still has the lead, metre or so ahead of Watford, metre ahead of Bishop Stortford. Watford beginning to put Cheshunt under a little bit of pressure as they move down towards the halfway mark. 5 metres to go. Handing over to the third swimmer. Cheshunt then just hands over first, then Watford. Bishop Stortford in the centre of the pool in a third place. And they're going down towards the turn end. Hoddesdon just moving into the lead. Watford, Bishop Stortford, Cheshunt. So swapped around a little bit, they come off the wall. It's Bishop Stortford with the advantage now. Bishop Stortford from Watford, from Cheshunt. Hand over to the next swimmer. Bishop Stortford with the advantage just ahead of Cheshunt, and then Watford in third place. Going down towards that final turn. Bishop Stortford in the lead, up out of the underwater phase first. Watford versus Cheshunt. Watford with the slight advantage. Cheshunt coming back on them, but Bishop Stortford moving away from both those two teams. Good strong final 50 for Bishop Stortford. Take the win, 150.19. Second place Cheshunt. Third place Watford. Thank you, swimmers. Can you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side? Heat 2, a referee. Oh no, sorry, I should introduce the teams. Heat 2 in lane 7, Tring. In lane 6, Hemel Hempstead B. Lane 5, Hitchin. Lane 4, Hemel Hempstead A. Lane 3, Potters Bar B. Lane 2, Harpenden A. Referee. Penultimate heat of the entire county championships underway. It's the 4x50 freestyle, and turning first, Hitchin in lane 5. Coming out of the wall. Hat seems to have disappeared in the turn there. This is Harry Jones for Hitchin. Hitchin just in the lead then. Second place, Hemel Hempstead out of that transition. And then third place is Potters Bar. Hitchin in the lead as they go up towards the turn. Hitchin in first place. Potters Bar coming back on Hemel Hempstead. Hitchin still maintaining that advantage. Potters Bar just beginning to overhaul Hemel Hempstead. Hitchin moving away from the rest of the field quite strongly here. So Hitchin going to the third swimmer with a couple of body lengths advantage. Potters Bar next, then Hemel Hempstead coming back quite quickly is Hemel Hempstead B. So it's Hemel Hempstead A that's in second place. Hitchin beginning to disappear into the distance here. Hitchin turn, Potters Bar B next, then Hemel Hempstead A. As they come back down towards the start end, Hitchin's lead just been eaten into a little bit. Potters Bar B beginning to nibble at that one. Hitchin hand over to their final swimmer, then Potters Bar, then Hemel Hempstead A team. Then the rest of the team's not too far behind them. The final leg then of the 4x50 for this particular heat. Hitchin in the lead. It's a good race between Potters Bar and Hemel Hempstead A. Potters Bar B, Hemel Hempstead A, not much to choose between them. The Potters Bar B team just ahead of Hemel Hempstead A. Meanwhile, back at the front, it's Hitchin. Hitchin going to take this heat. They come in, their time 1:43.63. Potters Bar having a good final leg there for second place. Hemel Hempstead A in third. So thank you. So we're just going to clear the pool towards the scoreboard side. Disqualification, event 614, heat 1, lane 3, disqualified for a technical infringement. Heat 3 in lane 8, Bushy. Lane 7, Watford A. Lane 6, Bishop Stortford A. Lane 5, Costa A. Lane 4, Hatfield A. Lane 3, Potters Bar A. Lane 2, Berkhamsted. And in lane 1, Costa B. Referee. Our last swim underway then for this year's County Championships. The fastest swimmer we're going to see pretty much all County Championships bar the 50 freestyle. And I guess the takeovers will mean they're a little bit quicker over the 50. Little to choose between them. Potters Bar ahead of Hatfield as they come down towards the first handover. Potters Bar just ahead of Hatfield, and then Costa in third place. So nothing really to choose between them at the first turn. Transition 25-10, first takeover. Moving up into the lead now, Potters Bar in lane 3. So it's Potters Bar. The rest of the swimmers turning pretty much at the same time, coming back down towards the start end. Hatfield beginning to assert themselves. Potters Bar versus Hatfield. Costa in third place. Potters Bar with a slight advantage from Hatfield. Potters Bar, Hatfield, Costa. 1, 2, 3, in they go into the third swimmer. Potters Bar in the lead. Hatfield put him under pressure as they go into that turn. Potters Bar just ahead of Hatfield. They both moved slightly away from Costa. Coming back down towards the start end. It's now Hatfield just beginning to assert themselves. Costa likewise. Hatfield, Costa, Potters Bar. Very little to choose between them. Pretty much a line. All the swimmers dive in at exactly the same time. Out of the transition phase. Costa have the advantage. Costa, Hatfield, Potters Bar. Now Potters Bar moving up into second place. Costa in the lead. Costa turned first, then Potters Bar, then Hatfield. 1, 2 and 3. Still less than half a metre separates them. Long underwater phase for Hatfield. Drifting back. Costa beginning to assert a pretty big lead here. They're going to come in. It's their final swimmer. They take the win. Well done to Costa. 1:38.27. Potters Bar A team in second place and Hatfield A in third. Well done, swimmers. If you clear the pool towards the scoreboard side, please. That completes the 2018 County Championships. Many, many thanks to all our swimmers, all our coaches, the officials, the volunteers, the parents, all the backroom staff. Hope you enjoyed them as much as we did. We'll see you open meets throughout the year, and best of luck to those of you moving on to regionals and nationals. We'll leave you with After Dark for a few minutes, and then that'll be it, folks.
Some things in life are bad, they can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If life's